All right. We are now live on the feed. You guys should see that.
Oh, all right. Welcome back. Thanks for joining everyone. Sorry for the minor delay. We're back for some MGS3 VE. Edboi running on PC Master Collection. Beez running on PS5. And with me, I got Young Snow. What's up, Snow?
Yep, we're here. Thanks for the introduction, Sparty. Yeah, we've got a nice little double feature. The tail end of this event, we've got MGS3 Master Collection, then we've got MGS Delta on PC as well, so this is going to be exciting to see. I'm excited for both of these runs. Um, and you, Sparty, actually haven't even seen any bit of Delta runs, is that correct?
I haven't seen a Delta run. I haven't even played Delta. So this is the first
Hasn't
time
even
I'm
played
gonna look
Delta.
at like a full game of Delta. So no, but before we get there, we're gonna start with something I am familiar with, and
Right.
that's MGS3 on Master Collection. So we got Edboi, who's a long time runner. Same with Beez. I don't know how long Beez has been running VE, but I know Ed's been running this for a while. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to Beez more than anything because I don't think I've ever seen Beez run 3 VE.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely around in the scene when I was coming up and I was around and all that stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say bees. I can't see the games. um, but yeah, no, I mean, there we go. Sweet, thank you. Yep, thank you, sir. But the nice thing about MGS3, especially very easy, really all the games playing on the lowest difficulties is sort of the simplicity of the runs. Um, and really, like you guys were, MGS1 was glitchless. MGS2 did have glitches though, as you saw. But 3, aside from like the PAL version on PS2 having like a mountain skip, you're not gonna see really. There are some tricks you could do. Don't get me wrong, but it's a pretty straightforward run this game. And we're gonna see that with Delta 2 as well. So,
Wizard, let me know if that's better. I turned myself up a little bit, but we are ready to get started. So Beez and Edboi, whenever you guys want to
yep.
get it going.
Yeah, everybody
Beez,
watching, we hope you're enjoying so far. We're having a great time as well. Feel free to join the Discord if you can. We really appreciate the support and we really appreciate everybody coming out. Seriously,
all
it's
right,
been awesome.
I think we give the countdown. All right, we'll do it.
Let's
All right,
do it.
countdown.
Oh,
Gotcha. I think because three's so much more straightforward and so much faster. I think it's because the easy gun
oh yeah.
makes
Yeah.
that so easy. Like in one and in two, you don't really have this like huge crutch item that you could use on VE that makes the game
Right.
so much easier and so much different. Where three, the run would look so much different if you never had the easy gun.
And just the difference in glitches too, right? Like in an any percent, like MGS3 any percent is pretty much glitchless.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, there are some flavor stunts you could pull off. Like there's that vent clip thing. I remember that. Like in the lab I'm thinking of, but I was kind of lamenting earlier. Delta would have we're doing all bosses for Delta, which is still going to be cool, but any percent that would have been really fun for you to see. That would have been blowing your mind seeing some of that stuff. But yes, we're off. Here we go. I believe Bees is on New Game Plus. Edboi is going to be on New Game. Um Slight little differences. Bees is going to have the Patriot. Edboi isn't. He's also going to have any boss camos if Bees wants to make use of those, but it's very easy. There's not a very likely chance it's going to happen. So,
It's funny, it's
and this,
Bees started later, but his loads are much faster than Edboi.
right, yeah. We were just talking a second ago about PC and PS5 loads, but
I know, and I was like, PC is gonna be way faster, but no, actually Bees is on PS5 and he's loading faster, so never mind.
yeah, Bees had a little kerfuffle on PC, so he had to boot up the PS5 copy real quick. But Virtuous. Oh yeah, we got Ed on Japanese as well. Do you know what the thing is with Japanese? What's the reason for playing on Japanese, Sparty? Do you know? Is there a
I don't
reason?
know. Enlighten me. Do you know?
I don't. I actually don't. I was really hoping you did.
I know it like in back in the PS3 days, but now I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah. I always thought it was something about maybe faster text somewhere or something, but that's kind of what I always heard. But yeah, virtuous mission, especially on very easy, you're gonna notice they're not even gonna equip the easy gun like we were talking about. It just this god tier item that we're gonna save that for later. For virtuous, we could just keep the Mark 22 equipped. There's no real need to swap anything out.
Absolutely. On V, everyone, either like they die or they instantly get tranked on one shot anyway. So
Yep.
there's really no point in stopping anywhere. Just run in a straight line and get from point A to point B.
The thing is about the lines in this game that you don't see in MGS 1 and 2 is you got slopes. So now we have these sloped floor surfaces where Snake's gonna slow down as he's running up. So you're gonna see them rolling. Rolling is gonna come in handy here. He doesn't have the super nice flip like Raiden did, but the roll still helps you get up those slopes.
Although a
Then
lot of
later on, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of the 3 stuff is similar in terms of just like how simple the game is and how straight you go, but then you could always tell small differences between runners on like when they use the
Right.
subsistence camera versus
Yeah.
when they roll and little things like that, which is
Yeah,
always
we were
cool.
talking about a couple days ago, a couple nights ago, we were talking about the subsistence camera and the snake eater camera. And Bees made a great point about this snake eater camera that it is good for visual cues. It's awesome. But then I've also seen runners have great visual cues on subsistence camera. And back in the day on PS3, generally like snake eater camera just had better frame rate.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I feel like it's really a matter of whatever you prefer the camera. You're really. How do you feel about that nowadays? Is it one or the other, or whatever you feel?
I think if you're like trying to go for the most optimal everything, for most rooms, I think Snake Eater camera is going to be the go-to because it's so
Yeah,
consistent. You don't have to mess with any movement of any kind, trying to line things up. Like, so I
right.
think to be most optimal, but you can also get a really great time and be a top runner using both. For
Yeah,
me, like I like the Snake Eater camera on like visual cues that are close to you. So things that are like
right,
really close to line up visual, but then there's other things I like to use subsistence camera when I'm using a visual cue from like far away, if it's a tree or if it's a wall somewhere in the distance
right,
or like a
right.
load zone that I'm aiming for, then I prefer the subsistence camera on those scenarios. So as they come close to virtuous mission.
Yep, yep. I don't want to speak too far ahead, but the one room I really think of with the camera that always surprises me is seeing guys do mountaintop subsistence camera. That always freaks me out. I can like that. They have a how do you do mountaintop? Not to get too far ahead, but
I do subsistence there too. So that's
oh
one of the rooms I
wow,
was talking about where like the visual cues, I use things way off in the distance. Like I'll use like
right,
the guard up top that has the RPG as a
man,
cue. I'll use like the load zone coming up at the end of the room as like a cue. So it really helps line those up on subsistence
that's
where I can't
impressive.
do those on Snake Eater. But I think again, if you use Snake Eater and you get used to like the audio cues that are right around your feet, it's really the same thing. It's just what you're used to, right?
Right, right, yeah, yeah. Here we have the incredible easy gun. Um, it does have a downside. It's one shot in the magazine or whatever, so you can't just spray and pray. You do have to, cock it or reload it every time you fire. So we're gonna see coming up in boss fights when we do use the easy gun, we're quickly unequipping it and re-equipping it just to kind of imitate that automatic fire in a way.
And not just the like you got unlimited ammo, which is also great,
Right.
but the bigger thing is you have 80% camo all the
Hmm.
time when you equip the easy gun, which makes it much more preferred over something like the trank gun, which, ammo
Yeah.
is not really an issue. You can use a trank gun and get by with it fine, but you won't have the camo advantage like you do with the easy gun.
Yeah. Yeah, the camo still makes a difference like on these lower difficulties. Like when you watch MGS2 very easy, the guards are still pretty blind. There's no camo really in that game. But
Right.
so therefore the guards are just going to be blind in general on very easy. But in this one, they're like, "Hey, we still want the camo." system to make a difference, right? So the easy gun 100%, yeah, you want that 80%.
There's
And it's
Ocelot
got that,
unit
yeah.
rolling out, killing some guards, shooting the barrels.
Not your Foxhounds Ocelot unit, I'll tell you that. This is, whew, yeah, this gets nasty.
It's just kill as many as you can. Oh, bees! One got away, hiding behind the tree for bees. All right, you clean them up.
And there is a bit of method to the madness. Generally, I like to get that guy on the rooftop ASAP because he'll throw a grenade and he's just a pain in the neck otherwise. But yeah, you just kind of hunt him down, really. Use those barrels, kill him. Just
We have flashbacks where try to roll out the window at the beginning and you just have a dead roll and you
yeah,
run into the wall and nothing happens.
yep,
I'm glad
yep.
nothing like that happened here. Here's
Okay, so we're
two
yeah,
different
so
routes.
yep. Okay, cool. We're actually going to see in Delta, we should see just 2 right side swamps, but I'm glad Ed's going to show us the left side as well, because the left side is just not happening in Delta. You can avoid the
Yeah,
you
go
can
ahead.
avoid the leech, and you can avoid the leech in Delta by going to the right. That's why, like on every difficulty. So, sorry,
Well,
what were
on
you gonna say?
VE, right side is preferred, right? Left
I
side
believe
is much
so. Yeah,
slower. Oh, I
yeah.
shouldn't say much slower, but it's slower on. Now it's the
Mm,
in Euro Extreme, it's the preferred method to go left,
yeah,
but on VE you want to go right, and then go where
right.
Bees is kind of going under the fence here. There's some mines laying around his feet, so he's got to move in a certain way to avoid those.
Yep. Little
And here's
hole in the fence
Ed
there,
going
and
back
where
and
Ed
forth
has
between
to
it.
climb the tree now. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm
Bees is
curious
all.
why
I
he
think
went left.
I don't
Yeah,
know if he knows it because Ed is a. All I've known him is for the Euro run, so maybe it's just like something ingrained in his brain to just go that way. But I think
makes sense.
going out of Ocelot unit, Edboi was slightly in the lead, and now Beast has
Hmm.
already overtaken him, just going on the right.
Yeah. And just speaking, going back to that leech that I mentioned, we're gonna leave it in on very easy. There's no reason to take it out. Um, it's gonna suck your blood or your stamina, whatever. But the easy gun, I don't know if we mentioned, but the easy gun also recovers stamina and life. So that's another reason to just always keep it equipped, pretty much.
And now they're making their way to Ocelot.
Mhm.
Ocelot's a pretty straightforward fight on VE. You're gonna want to get, I believe you want to get headshots, right? You're just trying to slow the game down. Use the
Yep.
zoom in feature on the easy gun, so stop him in his
Right.
tracks, throw some stuns, aim for his head.
Yeah. And we're not doing non-lethal out of rank or anything like that. It's just strictly faster. It's just a matter of what's the faster strat here.
Right, and it's pretty quick to juggle between the stun and the easy gun. It's like almost right next
Right.
to each other, but nice fight. Same with bees.
And really the thing with the headshots too is like coming up with the pain, especially like, do you want to go for headshots? Because body shots can also do some nice, especially when you imitate that automatic by unequipping, re-equipping. You just kind of got that, you're just darting
Yeah,
him in the body. So I mean, easy gun can be is a really helpful tool on VE.
I think.
I mean, it was made for it.
Yeah, I think pain is like you want to get one headshot at least to make the fight a
Right.
little faster. Then the rest of you kind of spam body him. But now they're crawling in here. See it clearly. On my monitor, it
Yeah.
looks dark as hell.
Yeah, Bees has his brightness nice for us. Ed's a little dark, but I swear they included that compass in Delta just for the caves. I'm almost certain. I bet the guy that was doing Delta got lost down here. And he's like, well,
The
this
first time I
isn't
played it,
fair.
I got lost down here. I had no idea where to go. I was stuck in here for like 2 days.
Right, yeah. And not to get too like in the whole casual side of things, but that's one thing about MGS3 I really do adore is just how many sort of risk-taking ideas it took. You know, a cave that's just pitch black. You know, a boss you can kill early. It's super sick, man. And
All
here
right,
we
so here we
go,
go. Pain,
pain.
body shots, body
Yep.
shots. Same
Mhm.
with bees.
A headshot at the beginning can interrupt his Bs, but I mean, you know, with it being VE, I think it's just better to go for those body shots, yeah. And then stuns are gonna get rid of his armor. Or smokes, whatever you want to use, but I don't know if they even picked up the smokes, let alone equipped them. And Ed is out.
Both
Oh,
out.
so is Bees. Yep.
Now I'm getting far ahead, but I want to see how Delta, strats are with the pain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you got the bullet bees that'll hit you, and you got a bunch of other things. So excited to check that out.
That's right. Yeah. Apparently this also happens on PS2, but for sure on Master Collection, if you look in first person, those bullet bees will not hit you. So you're just clear to avoid them that way, thankfully. Oh man, just long stretches of running to point A to B. Ed rolling a little bit. Yeah, here we got a little bit of rolls, just kind of getting over those slopes a little bit. It's tricky too because not every bit of angle, not every bit of slope, whatever, not every bit of slope will cause that slowdown in his run. It's only certain parts, so you kind of you get to know the land. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, that's how I kind of know the top runners from the non-top runners is
Mhm.
ones that roll every single slope versus ones that know
Yeah.
when they're slowing down and when
Right.
to roll. So now they're just going down in the water, swimming all the way. Now the VE gun again makes your stamina drain super slow, so you can just swim all the way to the end. And with the camo, no one's gonna see you.
Yeah, this part on like extreme and whatnot just feels like a Hail Mary. You're just kind of hugging the wall and just hoping for the best. It's nuts.
That's so true because I feel like I get through it every time, but it's always like clutching something. Like I'm gonna get caught this time, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
one thing about
quick rise.
I hate to spoil yeah, and Ed's just we're gonna do damage to the end. That's important as well. He shot the barrel near where the end was, the drum, whatever, and that exploded, did some damage.
He's just deciding to take these guys out later. He's got the easy gun. Edboi killed everybody when all the barrels, but Beez just let some live.
Yeah, alerts are not gonna really slow you down, and unless those shield guys bash you or something. Oh, they do pick up the box. I actually forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So they do get the box. And yeah, they get it in that spot, I guess, because it's slower to get it back before Ocelot unit or whatever. I get some things you just believe. I'm not going to time that for myself, so.
Yeah, I mean, before the Ocelot, you got to go a little out of your way. You got to go a little north in the room,
Right.
climb up some boxes to get the box. But here you could just kind of almost get it in your way.
Right. You got that little movement.
When is the box equipped in this run?
Oof.
All right, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Down here, maybe? Or I'm not even sure, yeah. But yes, we have the lab. Wait, why would you need it down here? You have the easy gun. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's why I'm wondering why you even picked it up in the first place. I completely forgot about it.
I'm sure you need it later on once you
Right.
fight like the end and you got all those slopes up. So it's either somewhere between now and then, whenever
right.
you menu.
Pardon me. Sorry about that, folks.
Going into the lab. So on Euro, you kind of use the disguise to get around, and here you have the easy gun. So there's really no
so
point.
we could just waltz in, yeah. Yeah, without the easy gun at this point, these guys would notice you, I'm pretty sure, but they're not gonna, you still got to get pretty close to get alerted, so. And you can still get spotted with the easy gun equipped, by the way, if you get too close, if you get super close, for those wondering.
I don't want to see a run without an easy gun, how it would look on VE.
Right. And yeah, these interiors are probably the worst places to use the subsistence camera because the camera, especially that staircase that you come down, the camera like always fucks you over.
All right, it's getting out. Oh, he messed up a little right there, and that's what I mean. Sometimes, like when you're fumbling around with the right stick to try to line up your camera, you're always like running the wrong way, and now he's stuck in the door.
Oh,
yes. Beez also had a little trouble with the door. You had to do a little 360 to get around it. So doors giving people trouble still in 2025 MGS3.
So here is you could perform that little vent clip. You would jump out that window and then into that little garden area. There's that vent. I forget how to do the trick exactly, but you can use that to leave a little quicker. Like you jump through the walls, and it's pretty sick. But
Almost like the MGS1, where you're like looking up
Ex-
and then you stand up.
yeah, yeah. But unfortunately, it's not really needed.
We're getting out of here, finding the fear. I want to see the fear on Delta 2, because the
Oh
trick they're
man,
about to do here doesn't work.
that's right. Yeah. Well,
Alright.
yeah. Bees did do New Game Plus, right? So I think we'll just see Patriot. I don't know if he
If he wants
equipped
to
it.
menu to it, I don't think he has it equipped, so
Right, right.
I think he's just gonna go with new game strats,
Yeah,
which is pretty easy anyway.
yeah, that's true. A little annoying if you mess it up, but I mean,
Alright, take us through the strat.
um, oh, okay. It took me a second because I was watching Ed for a second. So we're gonna fake death pill. We're gonna lure the fear over. The second the fear takes a step, we're gonna revival pill, and then we're gonna stun him. And you can pop him with the gun. You can also slash him with your knife. But that's pretty much what you do right there. Yeah, that's.
Oh, Bees
almost
going
took
with a
me a-
knife. Oh
There you
no, he
go,
ran
yeah.
away from Bees. He's gonna have
I
to
think-
start over. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he slashed him a
Yeah.
bit too early.
Yeah, the knife is much harder for me as well. I find it much
Hmm.
easier with the gun.
For a second, I thought they were gonna use a trap, but I guess that's only like higher difficulties. Okay, Ed got the cool little railing trick. So yeah, Ed dropped down from the highest level in that warehouse. He landed on the crates, then you just aim and strafe towards that railing, and you're just hitting triangle as you do it. And then Snake will
Oh no! Oh, I
hop
thought Bees
over.
messed up again, but he just got him at
Nice,
the
you
end.
got him.
Alright, nice. And he's out of there.
And just like with the leech, we're gonna leave that venom in there. We're gonna leave the venom and the arrow, all that stuff. Snake's carrying it all.
I want
do
it
believe-
all.
I do believe the arrow is still gonna affect the end and all that stuff, but it's not really of importance.
Does it affect his starting position, whether he's like kneeling versus standing versus crouching?
I think so.
I don't know,
I think
something like
so. Yeah. And they
Alright,
actually
see,
kind of changed the way it worked in Delta too. I think they didn't make it the same thing in Delta.
Delta. Delta's still a funny word.
Top tier commentary. Delta's such
Imagine 5
That's
years
good
ago, I was
stuff.
telling you I'm playing MGS Delta. What'd you think?
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Edboi coming up on the end. So
Wanna
he's
tell
gonna
us about the
lure out
end?
one shot and go behind the trees so he misses. Then he's gonna throw some well-placed stun grenades towards him. I believe 3. So there's 1,
Mhm.
2, 3. And as the end is stunned, he's gonna try to lock onto his teeny head to try to get some headshots here. It's very important to get the first one headshot. Then he strafes right, so he misses again. Go for headshots. Yeah, if you try to spam body shots, this stat will not work. You need those
Right.
headshots, and greatly
Need
done
those
by
headshots.
Edboi.
Yeah, that was nice. That was real nice. Stuns, thankfully, in this game, Snake's got a freaking arm, so those stuns, you totally land those, no problem. Delta, sadly, same thing does not happen.
Throwing those stuns over the mountains, and here comes Bees with the end. So now lining up for some stun throws. Oh, I think
It's hit.
did he miss his? Did he shoot the first time? And now he throws underhand. I don't think that underhand will work. Yeah, he's
Ooh.
got to start over. If I'm Bees, I'm starting over. He's just
Hit
chucking
one
those
stun.
things.
Okay.
I think he got 2 more, so that's 3. All right, headshot. And he's gonna crouch. So aim.
Oh, Matrix.
Oh,
Oh, he's getting hit
yeah.
every time. Man.
He's got to hit his head. Okay, he's. Wow,
Ooh,
what a salvage! I would have started over. Bees better man than me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
it's important to know your backups, and Bees knew his backups. How many times did he get knocked down? 3, 4
Got
times?
knocked down a couple times. Yeah.
Knock me down, I get right back up.
And the beauty of that easy gun is he's gonna get all that stamina back anyway. It's all gonna come back.
Yeah.
And yeah, the box. Yeah, we got the box here for all these slopes. That's right. I completely forgot. Oh, and the mountains, of course. How could I forget about the mountains? The biggest slope of all. That's right.
Up over them mountains, and he's Edboi climbing up the ladder.
So this
And
game,
bees.
kind of back into that casual talk, this game's probably got the freaking best level design too. Is that right, Spartyy? Yes or no?
Compared to what? Compared to all of them?
It's
I still
1 and
like the
2 at
MG.
least.
I still like the 2-level design a little more, especially for the time it came out. I don't know. I like 2 a lot more. Maybe, but
Here
also
we
aesthetically, I like 2 more.
Okay, fair enough. But here we've got freaking vertical levels, we've got horizontal levels, we've got tight levels. I do love the variety. They just oh sorry, I hit my mic. They threw everything in this game. I feel like the mountains coming up, the jungle, like don't mind 2 and I don't mind 1, but
No, I
uh,
agree with you. 3's top
I
tier level design.
definitely miss the verticality. Like when I play those old games, I'm like, man. But then I realized like those old games weren't really built for it at the same time. It's like playing Twin Snakes and you're in the tank hangar and those guys like can see you, you know, when they're above you. Now they can suddenly see you down below. It's super weird.
And then you get to 4, and it all goes out the door.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, here we go. Edboi coming up on Mountains 1. It's gonna run
Yeah.
over this snake. Just use the easy gun. So the easy gun still gives you the 80%, even when you're in the box, which is great.
Yep.
You can just kind of
Yeah.
like run past everybody.
This area is hell on higher difficulties. This is yeah, this because all you have is animals, no face paint. Think you have like 40% camo and you're just doing rolls. That whole screen you just be rolling. And yeah, the rest of it's thankfully we have the easy gun, man. Seriously, without the easy gun, this speed run would be a lot more annoying. Oh yeah,
Hit
and
on the
also
animals camo.
no, I'm not. I'm grateful for it, trust me. But also to mention, rolling into guards knocks them out in 1 hit. Which is, you know, that helps.
Does punching
Keeps
them
them
knock them
down.
out in 1 hit? Like a single jab?
I think you
On
need a full
VE?
combo. You still
Even
need
on
a full
VE?
combo. Yeah. I think so.
Fair.
I think so.
I was gonna say, outside the box, the animals camo might be like the second best item / camo in the game.
Yeah.
Edboi
Yeah. I
having
mean,
a
I'd.
seizure trying to get this RPG.
And do you want to tell us why he got that RPG now?
Why did he get the RPG? It's because he got the RPG for the for menuing reasons? Question mark.
Yeah. And he
Yes.
also entered. Oh no, Edboi, you're supposed to unequip the easy gun. Okay, so yeah, later on it's gonna make a faster menu. Okay, he got the alert back. I think he would have been
He's gonna
good
make a fake
actually if he
jet
kept
fill.
that. Yeah. So Edboi entered that arena, the mountaintop, with an alert, which means that if you do that, you have to keep the alert, and then you can get to the top. You know, the problem is when you get if you don't know, the door locks. If you get an alert in this area, but if you already had one, the door will stay open. I hope I explained that correctly to anyone
But on
listening.
VE, like the alert will go away so fast, then
Mhm.
you'll still be in evasion and it'll still be locked.
Which
I
is why you
think.
want to unequip that easy gun
Right,
ASAP. You
right,
want to get
right.
rid of that easy gun. And he made it.
Alright, here's Bees. He's on caution. He's kind of slowly going up there, using the easy guns and the box combo.
Yeah, and animals, we probably forgot to mention, but animals is not only helpful because of the camo, but because of the fact that right now Bees has like no stamina, right? His and Ed 2 is pretty low, so their hands, they're wearing tiger stripe. Their hands are gonna shake when they aim, but with animals, their hands are gonna be stiff as nails. Like they're not gonna have any problems. So it's a camo that gives you great camouflage index up here, but it also stabilizes your hands when you're hungry, like you would be in the speed run. So yeah, really helpful. Probably is, yeah, right after the box. Really helpful
Yeah,
item or camo, whatever.
absolutely. Because then you gotta stop for food, and then your hands shake, and then try to fight the end with your hands shaking is gonna be miserable as
Right.
well. So, I mean, the Fury's a pain, and no matter what difficulty you're playing in. So let's see how Edboi does it.
That's right. Let's see.
All right, so he walks backwards. He tries to find either he's on the right or the left. He's on his left. So quick 3
Look at that
shots, lures out the
damage,
fire,
man.
goes away, comes back in once the fire goes away. 3 more quick shots, and that's it. Nice fight
Yep.
by Ed.
Yep. And that is a
Beez.
fight, and hopefully we'll see a different variation from Bees. It'd be nice to see something.
Yeah, because
Oh no, Bees, don't fucking die! Oh.
Swag strats. He glitched from the side, then barely hanged on. Okay, is he right or left? Fury, he's
Sorry
on
about that.
his left as well. Oh no, he
Oh.
jumped right on top of him. That's like the worst position. I wasn't even gonna talk about the position to not like bring that into existence, but it happened anyway. So that's the third position, is you can land right on top of your head.
Right.
So
And
is he
Bees
Beez
did
is gonna
take a
try to
hit.
salvage this
Yeah.
versus just resetting it. I mean, he hit him 3 times, so he just needs to hit him 3 more times, and this fight's over. You just gotta find him. There he is. 1, 2, got him.
There you
Wow.
go. There you go, Bees. Good job. Yeah, even on
Beez.
very easy, being set on fire is still gonna do some damage to your health. So could have been an unfortunate death, but yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
All right, Edboi knocked out Rykov, so he's gonna do it a little slower. He's gonna drag him all the way to the end. So it's a little opportunity for Beast to make some time up, if you can pull off the other strat.
You want to tell us what that is, or are you keeping it secret?
I'm gonna see if Beast goes for it, because
Okay.
what you want to do is kind of I'll talk to a little bit here, but you kind of want to shoot towards Rykov but not hit him, and then he kind of panics and runs into the room where Ed is
Oh.
dragging him. So then
That's right.
you just meet him there and knock him
That's
out
right.
and throw him in
Yeah.
that room instead of having to drag him all the way there.
That's right, yeah.
All right, so here we go. Let's see what Beast does. And the first shot's the hardest. This is the hardest shot, is to get it.
Yep.
Oh, he knocked him out. I think he knocked out both
Yep.
of the guys at the top of the
He
bridge.
did, yeah. I think that first shot was trying.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
All right, so he's not gonna make up any time. Pretty same strat as Ed.
Yeah, the nice thing about this old style of game, because now with Delta out, you know, you have the new style with the over the shoulder and all that stuff. But it really is nice how you could just keep running, keep your pace, and you don't have to worry about camera switching when you're aiming and all that stuff. So those strats really come alive, and they really feel natural too. Like we didn't see it, but yeah, like that distraction shot, which forces Rykov to run to the left, like that stuff really comes off. It takes a lot of work, obviously, in these old games, getting used to the controls and all that, but it really comes off naturally when you see it in gameplay. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Beast doing a little box gliding. Nice. One of the few quote unquote glitches in this run you'll see. And now you can't skip this torture sequence. I wonder if Delta lets you skip this torture sequence. I hope so. But I guess I'll find out in a little bit.
All right, sorry about that. I see we've made it to the torture. All right.
I was telling everybody, I don't know if they made you be able to skip this part in Delta.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, you didn't know?
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Oh, they didn't actually. No, I lied.
Was
that a good joke, chat?
You gave me
Was
a hit
that
for like
good?
half a second.
Did I do a good job, chat? Yeah, no. At least it's, you know, at least it's not playable, right? At least we kind of just
Is it
sit
any
here.
different? I guess I'll see it when we get there.
Yeah. Ed's doing something that I wouldn't recommend, but yeah, you can, if you have that menu open, you can prevent damage from being taken, but you got to be careful because you have to do it when the dialogue's being said, otherwise you're wasting time. it's, typically you're just gonna sit here and let the dialogue play out.
As a reminder, this is a relay race between two teams, so Edboi's trying to get one back for his team to make this 2-1.
Right. Right.
And then we could have like not a winner take all, but either like a draw or a loss type of matchup coming up next round. So
By the way, do you have audio for the runs, Sparty?
I do. There's a little bit of audio if you're in the if you're watching it through Beez stream. There's a little bit of audio
Okay.
from Ed.
Yeah, I got you. Perfect.
All right, so to escape, he puts in the little code in the Kodak and just runs out of here.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's it.
Just do a
That little
360.
spin.
Same with Beez. Is that their audio cue? Not the audio cue, their little buffer visual timing thing. Just do a little 360.
Oh,
Is that the
man.
new hot strat?
I think that was the
I thought Edboi
subsistence
had a
camera.
seizure or something. Yeah, trying to like
Yeah.
line up his cam, but then look over at Beez, and Beez also doing a 360. I guess the new strat is a 360.
Good old prison escape, man. This as well on higher difficulties. I always hate saying that when I'm commentating lower difficulty runs because it's like, haha. It's not about being better or anything. It's just obviously it's a higher difficulty, so it's gonna require like different strats. But yeah, this room, prison escape. How do you feel about prison escape on higher difficulties? I do just want to point out we're gonna go left. Ed's gonna go left around these little pipes here. Just a bit faster on very easy.
One is the camera angle Ed uses is ridiculous in this room. I myself love subsistence camera, but I can't even use it
Okay.
here.
Right.
The area that gives me trouble the most on the higher difficulties is that smoke grenade throw.
Yeah.
I feel like I get it
Yep.
9 times out of 10, but there's always once in a while where something goes wrong. But the rest is pretty
Right.
straightforward.
Yeah, we didn't see it because we're on very easy, and like Sparty said, we just punch in the code and then dip out. But otherwise you're gonna have to wait. Like European Extreme, you don't want to get caught, so you have to grab the fork, then you got to pull some stuff out of your body, then you got to kill the rat, you got to grab some smokes from Johnny. Like it becomes a lot more involved. Your prison escape actually feels like a prison escape. Here is just kind of, they left the door open. Like I'm out of here. Bye.
That's why it's a lot
That's
harder
that.
on VE to make up time if you're behind, just because
Right.
there isn't a lot of variations, a lot of things that
Exactly.
can go wrong. So you can make up
Right.
little bits of time here and there, but you're really depending on your opponent screwing something up terribly.
Yeah, that's definitely the monkey's paw of these games are very consistent. You will get the same results, like the same guard patterns and all that stuff. You enter the same room in the same state. But then that means that consistency means you're not going to catch up in a race if you mess up. So if any sort of mistake happens, because
Boy, going
very little
RPG
RNG.
to the face. This is definitely
So
slower.
here-
What does he do? Okay, finally got it after like 5 hits.
Yeah, here, RTA purposes, yeah, you want to get out of here ASAP. But otherwise, IGT doesn't really matter. And it's apparently the skinny is that your IGT gets paused before you enter that Sorrow boss fight, and then it's just, or not that it gets paused. It's just the game takes note or something, and then it just reverts to that. I don't know. But basically your IGT's safe in the Sorrow fight, but for RTA purposes, you want to keep going.
With a double swag roll onto the log, then off the log.
Yeah, that was sick. Yeah.
Beez going for the traditional drowning himself strat.
So yeah, that'll hurt Bees for RTA because I mean Ed's already at Waterfall. He's already gonna be at Groznygrad by the time Bees catches up. Wow, that was a crazy fast load at Waterfall.
With the PS3 days.
Oh, man, yeah,
Just
that
mash
was.
it X.
Jeez. Those were the days.
Oh,
Beez.
Beez messed up first swag roll. He messed it
Oh
up.
no.
Okay. Try to get back on. Let's see if he goes for the second one.
Oh, thank
Oh, he
God.
gets the
Okay,
second
cool.
one. Okay.
Yeah, you do not want to drop that log roll, ladies and gentlemen. It's bad. If you fall back in that water, you're not going to be a happy camper. You're going to be very upset. But otherwise, there's not much going on here. There's a guy with a shotgun who can hit you, and obviously you're oh no, you okay? Well, that water's not so bad. That was just a reflex for a second, like oh no. But yeah, don't get
He was
knocked
trying to
out by
get
the
it for
shotgun
clean.
guy.
Trying to get clean for Eva. What's about to happen? He did a little swim.
And so, okay, Ed was about to go that way. Oh man, Ed is putting on a show. Yeah. So why did Ed pick up C-Box B, Spartyy? Oh no, he's about to do it.
He's using the other box now to transport himself into the hangars.
Yeah.
So you got to be very specific in which box you equip once you get out of here.
Right.
If you have the wrong box equipped, it's going to transport you to the wrong area.
Mm-hmm. Instead of running all the way back around, we could just take that box and teleport. This room is actually pretty cool on European Extreme, and like higher difficulties, you just shoot a point like on a wall, spot on a wall, and the guards all sort of just converge on that one spot where the shot landed, and you just kind of have an empty. Oh yeah, and one thing if we pointed it out is that the boxes among the scientists and maintenance guys, they don't care about it. They're just more amused by it than anything. They won't alert or anything,
even on
so.
VE, if the maintenance guy sees you, it's a game over.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Alright, Ed's done
Yo.
with that. Now he's finding
Wow,
Volgans.
man.
Walk us to the Volgan
That low
strat.
time. The Volgan strat is gonna be, yep, just shoving 7 SVD. I don't know the caliber. But yeah, we're gonna pummel him with the SVD. You have to wait a little bit there. He kind of takes a step back, then you want to start shooting after that attack. Otherwise, like his shield stays up or something. I forget exactly what happens. Now the best part of the game. For Ed, at least, the bike chase.
There's a few areas you have to like kill some guards or knock them out to progress the bike. Like for example
Right.
here, Edboi has to take these guards out. Other than that, most of this room is just a side scroller. You can try to get some damage in on the Shagohod.
Right. And you want to try to get that damage in for sure, just because it's going to help you out later. There is another, it's not really, let's check out Beez as well for his Volgan. Volgan's not too complicated like we saw with Ed. But you don't want to do that as well, where you're spamming too fast.
Yeah,
Something I
he does
forgot
get
to
some
mention.
high frames.
Yeah,
I just gotta go behind
you
him.
gotta time those shots. CB's on the second phase. I don't know why he was standing up. He just took that shit. Okay, all right.
Dude, B's got all this like strats just pulling out of thin air.
Yeah.
He knows his backups. I'll give him that.
Yeah. No, your backups. That's right. That's the thing. Like I always like when people want to learn these speed runs. It's like just play the game a little bit. Like really, I don't mean to say that like in a rude way. But you really just mess around with it. You know, experiment with it. Like experiment with some strats that you know. See what happens when it goes wrong. You know, that's what I always love to do when I started speedrunning Delta. I was like, okay, now I got to mess around with some strats. That's the best way to approach any speedrun. I feel like is really try to mess with stuff and see what kind of work. Make your own backups in a way, you know.
Here, Snow said you are not a runner if all you know is the one strat and you know no backups and you reset at everything.
Yeah, resetting is probably, yeah, that's also... Hey, shout out to Joseph Joestar 316. That man finishes his runs. Like, that's someone all speedrunners should aspire to. Finish your damn runs. Something I gotta keep in mind as well. Finish my damn runs.
What's the last time you did a run at 3? Like a
OG
speed run
man,
at
it's
3.
been it's been years. It's been years. And Delta, I was messing with VE for a little bit. I'm kind of messing with Euro now, but you're gonna see, just Delta doesn't have that fluidity. You know, it just doesn't have like that. It feels faster, kind of. I think that's mostly from the rolling, but yeah, just that fluidity is like gone. It's like awkward making shots and stuff. I feel. When you play, you're gonna play it on PS5, Spartyy, or PC?
I think I'll play first one PS5. I have the PS5 copy.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. I'm just wondering if you're gonna be mouse and keyboard or controller.
I'm probably gonna be controller. I heard a lot of good things about mouse and key though for it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Definitely got the better aim and all that shit.
Taking back to Major Zero's mouse and key inputs that he did once for MGS3 Master Collection.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
he played it on mouse and key. They look terrible. I think there's a video on YouTube on it.
Nice. So here we've got 2 different parts of the bike chase. Ed is a bit further ahead. He's on the runway. For the runway here, you don't have to do anything. Ed's just shooting these guys just for fun. And like Spartyy said earlier, where Beez is, you do have to take care of the guys in your way to progress. Otherwise, Evil will just kind of sit there. You don't want that. Waste time.
Edboi's trying to get that Keratin with the easy gun. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I think he got it with the SVD.
Keratin and Gakko runs for Delta must be hell, especially on this runway nowadays, because now you're not just firing on one side, you have to look to the other side as well, and just be ready for...
Yeah, these two are the most scary because you get one shot at it, and if you miss, it's gone.
Right. Yep.
I thought it'd be easier just to like shoot an RPG at it, but it's actually harder to shoot an RPG to try to get the splash damage. You're better off just trying to use the SVD.
So this, now where Edboi is, really matters that he lands some good hits on Shagohod, because he is doing damage to the Shagohod, and that damage that the Shagohod's taking now will carry over for the fight, which means you'll have a faster fight if you could do damage here. So, you know, I hear a lot of things about what you should do and not do here. I hear you shouldn't spam. You know, I can't really prove any of that stuff, but I'd recommend it. You know, don't spam your shots. Take them nice and slow. Aim for that center like Ed's doing. And you can just see, like, look how much damage he's doing to the Shagohod. Like, that's some good chunks right there, man.
This is one of the visual cues I use too. Is I kind of cover his his left kind of tracks with the RPG, and I shoot, and it kind of aims at his middle section.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. All right.
And
we
there's
got
only
the
one
bridge.
bomb here, so you just wait until Eva says, "Now." You know, for the Keratin. There it is.
Now we've got Beez going up against the Shagohod. He's going to be doing the same damage to it. And the really crappy part with the Shagohod is that he could start to fall behind, just like he did for Beez.
Here we go, Edboi lining up the first shot. Nice. Actually, not nice. He kept moving. I think he shot him a little too early. All right, now he stopped trying to hit his back from the back. Oh, he did not get it from the back.
Ooh.
Edboi, no experience from the back.
Not a good start for Ed. Not a great start.
He's eating some rockets on the other screen earlier, but 2 scuffed runs here. All right, Edboi's getting in his groove now.
So the
Should be
basic
done. If he gets
gist.
one more, oh, he can't get him. Ah, this is a huge.
Yeah. You want to hit that tread so that he'll stop and then you can hit the back. There is a loop even. There is like a nice little opening setup, but Ed didn't get it, sadly. Just kind of allows you to just pummel the Shagohod real quick.
Beez has a chance here to make up a lot of time because that took a good amount of time trying to get through the Shoutout fight there. So let's see. He lines it up, and he also
Beez
screws
missed
up
it.
the initial shot. Yeah.
Eva's not gonna help.
See. So we can. He still has time to make up a little bit of time versus what Edboi did, but no, Shoutout is not playing nice with him either.
Yeah, Shoutout's.
Nah.
He's on the next part of bike chase.
Has trouble from the back. Same as Edboi.
Need better back shots, guys. Come on.
They're more front guys.
Yeah. Missionary guys. Ed's on the next part of bike chase. You do get a health refill. Not that it really matters for very easy, but you do get a health refill. It matters a lot on European Extreme and all that jazz, because not this screen of the bike chase where Ed is, but the next one is I've said already quite a few areas are hell, but that next screen that Ed's gonna be coming up in European Extreme, that one sucks. That's the with the flying plat. Oh man, that one was someone on the team saying, "Screw it, just we want to mess with the player. We just want to give him hell."
That's one of the areas where like it would be really cool to have a damageless MGS3 run, but that area right there, you just can't.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has done a damageless MGS3 run. Beez is taking a beating from Volgan too. He's got back up though. Beez down but not out. That's the theme of his run right now. Down but not out.
I mean, it could be that Edboi gets stuck at the boss or something. You never. I mean, hey, I mean, that's the thing with VE, right? It's we talked about it already. It's just
Beez had his opportunities. I think he had like Shagohod. He had what else was this? In Rykov. I think those were like the two big areas he could have made up a lot of time, but he just like couldn't take advantage of those.
Ed had a pretty good Fury. Yeah, there wasn't really.
Yeah, I think it was just those two. It was Shagohod and Rykov.
He's just gonna let him burn.
Fire.
I mean, yeah.
Gotta let him burn.
Yeah, these these guys right here are the reason people will equip Oscam or Sneaking Suit on a Euro run. You will not see you will not see any Euro runners without one of those two during this part, because these guys just tear.
Back in the day, people didn't even Oscam it. They were just like Tiger Stripe this thing, and so many runs would die here. Especially when you get like on fire or someone's like right above you and you can't do anything.
Right, like that asshole right there who's about to be in front of Ed. And like Spartyy was saying, this is where like damage is, like if there is someone that did a damageless run, that's great, that's fantastic. But this is where those damageless runs really go to die. And those sorts of like any sort of cool challenge run you might have, you know, it's gotta face this test right here. This is your cock block right here.
I feel like your best shot at it is going like the Cold War camo on one side and then just trying to get rid of the guy on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cold War camo, we haven't seen it during this run. That's also, I guess that's also another option. Oscam, Sneaking Suit, or Cold War for Euro runs. As Cold War will prevent people from shooting you as long as you're facing them, thankfully. And but yeah, those flying platform guys.
New Game Plus.
Yeah. But those flying platform guys will still like get on your side and still be able to hit you even with Cold War.
Yeah.
So it's you got to be on your ball.
Or like if you turn your back on one side to shoot the other side, they'll be even more aggressive on that side.
Right. Yeah. So Beez is just gonna look up at the sky. Pardon me, excuse me, just save some frames. I guess it's not really necessary nowadays, but on PS3, you would definitely want to do this. You actually, and it's different per like room. I think some rooms you would look up at the sky, some room you would look down. think even for one of them, like just the Snake Eater camera was good enough. Like you could just leave the Snake Eater camera on. This game, for those who don't know, has had such a history. MGS2 and MGS3 HD back in the PS3 days before Master Collection. Like, man, those were truly dark ages for the speedruns of these games. If only we had the Master Collection back then, I'm sure like these games would have been way more popular with speedrunning. But
Was
you know,
the
PS3 really.
PS3 days the most popular time? Like the most runners
I
at a
think
time
so.
for MGS3?
Well, I mean, Delta's really pulling in. I don't know about new faces with Delta, but I'm seeing a lot of the same people kind of just uploading runs. So
Yeah.
I do see new faces though. So, but
Now,
it definitely
quick
felt like.
heal.
Yep. Sorry.
I'm saying, just go back to the run for 1 second, quickly. Quick heal on Eva. And then getting on with it. I feel like we haven't even talked about the run in like 10 minutes.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Alright.
Heal up Eva, and a thing as well with this whole section is that if you enter the bike chase without food, the game will give you 2 instant noodles, and you can just give one to Eva, and you're good. Did he give one to Eva? I wasn't even looking. I was looking at bees.
I wasn't even looking. I just saw some menu. I saw some healing, and they're out of there.
Yep. Yeah, that's another great thing about MC, because on PS3 those menus were just terrible, just laggy and ugh. There's actually like, you know, I said it at the beginning, you're not really going to be camo swapping and stuff, but with Master Collection, there's probably a case, maybe on higher difficulties, to actually swap camos, because it is faster. It's not so slow like it was in PS3 days. And if you're wondering why I'm only saying PS3 and not like 360, which the HD edition was on, it's because 360 was not freaking worth it, man. And yep, there's that instant noodle. Bees is feeding her.
Now for Edboi, just taking out some guards with the easy gun while having Eva follow him. So the objective of this room is just to keep moving forward, take out guards, make sure Eva's following you at all times. If you're too far away, she'll stop, and if you're too close, then she doesn't have anywhere to follow you, and she'll stop. So, gotta slowly move up the room.
Yep, it's a drastic change of pace from the rest of the run. We gotta slow down now.
Edboi lost some time trying to shoot the
Yep.
Karatan.
I didn't even realize he was in black and black. Alright.
He's back in black.
I want it painted black. So he shot that
Back in
little
black,
plant there.
painted black.
He shot that little plant not for fun, but because... Wait, does that guard even exist? I don't know. But there is a guard that can hear that plant that Ed shot. It's just a cool way to lure that guard away. You can see there's a guy in the grass. Yeah. Ed wants to be cool and take him out, but you don't have to do that to that guy. You can just walk right by him. And Bees is coming up on that first cliff here. So at this pace, it's looking like Ed is going to take a point home for Team Solid, which is good. That's good. Still got the boss coming up, but...
Talk us through the boss.
Oh boy, okay, the boss. So you see at the start here, you're going to counter her, and very easy gives you that nice little red exclamation mark to let you know when to counter her with your little CQC button. And then using our Mosin, which is our big damage dealer, you're going to do some headshots. And the first time around he did 2 headshots, then he threw a stun. That's to keep her on the ground. And then he just did the rest. I'm assuming he couldn't do that again, so he just had to do 3 shots to her head. And now he's doing this, pretty much. So it's basically just headshots. And then you throw a stun to keep her on the ground, and then it's just more headshots. There's that. There's the boss for Ed.
GG's for
GG's.
Ed.
Yeah.
Let's Keratin.
Catch up with Beez here. He's coming up on the end of the area.
And Beast wasn't too far off. It was a pretty close race. I think
Yeah.
what was it? The
Ocelot
Right
unit was
after-
kind of where...
I think it was after Ocelot unit where Ed started pulling ahead a little bit. It was the Fear, I think, is where it initially started, where Beast kind of took a continue there with the knife strat.
Oh, right. That's right. He did.
And at the
And then
end, took a little bit longer.
Yep. His Fury, like his Beez's boss fights were unfortunately just not as fast. He was having some trouble with his bosses. Oh, and he's having trouble with the boss as well, unfortunately. Oh man.
I mean, Beast. Now I'm trying to remember all the clean boss fights he's had. He's always just something's
pain
going on
wasn't
with
bad.
his boss fights. Yeah, his pain wasn't bad. Volgan was actually the first part of Volgan was a little iffy, but the second part he did it pretty clean. Shagohod gave him trouble, End gave him trouble, Fear gave him trouble.
Yep. Should
Fury
note
was
too
good.
that for the boss, you see he's waiting to shoot her, and that's kind of vital to this fight. She has these animations you gotta wait for just a little bit before you shoot her. Otherwise, you break that loop.
GG's to Beez.
Yep, Ed picks up the left revolver. There you go. He shoots Ocelot in the penis.
Right in the penis.
And now Ocelot can't have kids.
Damn. All because of the big boss.
Yep. All right. All right, I guess we're going to credits, huh? Taking this bad boy to credits. I'm guessing Ed is skipping cutscenes. Oh, yeah, there's the credits. There it is. All right, I'm being informed from our very own Edboi. Nah, no need to go to credits. Well, certainly we could hopefully get some words from Ed and Beez as well before we wrap things up. That'd be great.
Like how this category of the game is Master Collection 2023 full game. Not to be confused with half the game.
That's right. Yeah, not to be confused with the Virtuous only.
Have we ever had a
There's Beez with
virtuous mission tournament?
Oh god. There's Beez also shooting him in the dick. Jeez.
That's canon now.
Wow, what a time.
Hey, congrats, man. Good
yeah,
job.
that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
I had a good
I mean, I
time.
had a lot of fun commentating you. Yeah. You guys did great. Seriously.
The comms were fantastic. I had to listen to them the whole, fucking time because I can't deafen, otherwise they wouldn't be able to hear you. So I was over here like sweating, bro, listening to you guys. I was like, oh, I know every mistake. I tried to cover up Ed's screen with OBS, just like drug the window out of my sight, and then all of a sudden all my windows rearranged themselves on their own, and then his screen was like right there, and I couldn't cover it up again because we were mid-run. It was like God was trying to force me to watch it. You're like, watch yourself.
You don't like to watch
lose.
your opponent's runs?
I don't, because then you get in your head.
Yeah, some people like it. Like they'll have their opponent's runs up, and some people are like, I don't want to see what's going on.
Yeah, I'd rather not know. But since I already had the comm audio, it was kind of impossible not to know. From what I gathered, I was cooking up until the fear, and then I was getting cooked post fear.
So I thought you were gonna get even
Yeah.
more cooked. I don't know how you like salvage some of your boss fights, like the end especially. I thought you were done for. I was like, please take a continue, and then you pulled it off somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't have strats. I just have backups. That's how it works. Every strat is a backup. I never learned the run. I
Nice.
just played the game.
Yeah, you're a true gamer in Snow's eyes.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, you
Um,
guys killed it. Seriously.
yeah, that was a good time. I had fun. Um, I know Ed doesn't want to go to IGT, but I'm just saying. I mean, I did some lookup strats in the escort part or the bike chase, so I might have actually won this on IGT. I'm just saying.
I mean, you'd
Shit
have
Oh.
to
was
be looking up
frames.
from the beginning of the game for you to win this one.
But yeah, that was a good time for sure.
Those are GGs. It's great runs.
Facts. Well, I think it is safe to count this for a win for Team Solid, and I don't think we really need to go to IGT unless you guys just feel like shooting stuff for a minute, talking, or we can start setting up for Delta.
I mean, would IGT help them set up? Yeah.
I mean, we got intermission music.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah. However you want to do it, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for watching my run, guys. I'm gonna go back to hosting instead of losing, and we'll set up for the next run.
Stick around for the next part for the double feature for the whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean.
we got
Delta's coming up
Spartyy
next.
and Snow on comms on Delta. It's gonna be the exact. We can just take your comms and replay them. Use
Yeah.
AI to,
Yeah,
to
let's
change
do that.
Ed to Shmuckle, change Carigs to Beez.
Shmuckle boy.
Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch the layout. Woohoo!
Sweet.